So you until you discover what people value, you can't deliver value to them. I mean, you can't develop value for them. So I discover what's valuable, then I develop something valuable, and then I deliver that value. Now, here's what's really cool. You can develop a transformational solution for people that you sell for $20. Why $20? Well, because if it's only $20, it's easy to create, and if it's only $20, it's easy to sell. Or it could be $200. Again, easy to create, easy to sell. Or it could be $2,000. A little more challenging to create, but not hard. Not as hard as some of the stuff you're already doing, right? And so what happens is I need to develop some kind of transformational mechanism for other people that helps them get from where they are to where they desire to be. Now, when I develop that transformational mechanism, I have to make sure I give it a name that they understand, not a name that I understand that makes them think I'm smart and they're dumb. That's why it's so important not to say things like, well, I help people overcome past trauma. That's not clear. If the transformation is not clear, then the transaction won't happen. It won't happen. Now, there's nothing wrong with helping people overcome trauma. There's just a better way to say it. What kind of trauma? Was I in a car accident? What kind of trauma? I help people with their mental health. What does that mean? That's not, so can I give y'all some components of how to describe the value you create in a way that makes it desirable by other people? Is that okay? Say that's okay? Okay, here it is. Number one, it must be measurable. What does measurable mean? There's a clear before and a clear after. Before the transformation, it was this, but after the transformation, it'll be this. What does that mean? I help people, like if it's in the arena of health, I help people go from weak and sickly to strong and vital, right? Oh, okay, I know what that means, right? If it's in their area of relationships, I show people who feel unattractive how to feel more attractive so people perceive them as attractive so they can develop the relationships they desire to have, right? So I'm talking in plain English, 3rd to 5th grade language, not a bunch of promulgated esoteric cogitations. Okay, so if I'm talking about wealth, I show people who are making 6 figures how to make 7 and 7 how to make 8. I show people how to leave the 9-to-5 rat race and create a financial life that they love. Do you see what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to talk in ways that don't impress people but impact people. Okay, you are with me. Okay, so number one, it needs to be measurable. Number two, it needs to be desirable. By the way, not something you desire them to have, something they desire to have. Talk to people about results they desire. So, no, you don't understand. I'm the greatest, mindset coach. I help you with your mindset. Okay, what does that mean? That's not measurable, right? Now, it may be desirable if I'm already thinking that. But what I want to do when I'm talking to you about a transformation I can help you have, I want to join the conversation you already got going on in your noggin. I don't want you to join the conversation I got going on in mine. Because then I got to teach you a whole new language, a whole new way of thinking. Okay, cool. So it needs to be desirable. Number 3, it needs to be believable. They need to believe that you have the ability to help them get that transformation. By the way, why does it need to be measurable? Because what they're going to pay you with is money, and money is always measurable. You count the money. If you can count the money, and if you can't count the transformation, you can count on the fact that a transaction will not happen. Are y'all tracking? Okay. So measurable, desirable means they desire it. It needs to be believable, which means you need to be congruent. Remember I said earlier, you can lie with your words, but your energy always tells the truth. You have to believe in the transformation you're proclaiming, because if you don't, they will be able to tell. And you have to believe that you can get it, not just for you, but you have to believe that you can get it for them. Otherwise, they can tell. And then you got to make sure you look the part. You got to make sure that, as my brother Jeff said to me a long time ago, probably 30-something years ago, he said, Myron, I'm going to tell you something. Everything about you says to your client, either buy from me or don't buy from me. You can't afford to have anything say, don't buy from me. I'm like, okay, got it, right? And then, lastly, it needs to be stateable in a soundbite. You need to be able to say it in a way that's succinct. Like, people aren't going to listen to you give them a word salad or a drunkalogue. Like, well, What I do is I help people get in touch with their inner being and nope. They check out. They don't tell you to. But one of the reasons, if you're not clear, one of the reasons people check out is because they don't want you to know they feel stupid when you say something they don't understand. They're not going to say, well, I don't understand what you mean, because that'll make them feel stupid. So what they say instead is, no, I don't need that right now. And what they're doing is protecting their own self-worth in their own mind. Now, so we talked about assets. We talked about assets a little bit. We talked about mindset. We talked about skill sets. By the way, what are some of the skill sets? I'm talking about in business, they are lead generation, creating a core product offer. By the way, did you know you don't have to create a product? There's this thing called affiliate marketing. You can literally go find an offer that somebody else has created, offer their offer, and get paid as much as 50 to 70% of the money you get paid for making the sale. My top affiliate makes between $8,000 and $36,000 a month. That's how much money he makes selling my stuff to people he knows. What? So I know I make an extra 7 figures a year selling other people's offers. Part-time. So I'm not giving you theory.